and welcome back to the Real Games Cast. We're going to move on to topic number 3 for this week's episode, our final topic for this week, and it's my turn to pick what we talk about. And guys, I want to talk about things that came out on the PS3 or the Xbox 360 that are not yet on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. What games would you like to see remastered and re-released onto these next-gen systems? Say that again, because we didn't catch a word of that.
Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption.
That's all that needs to be said.
So many. Like you said, like Red Dead Redemption. I like to see the Dead Spaces, God of Wars. What's some other ones?
I like to see Infamous 1 and 2.
Okay. My big one right now is the Uncharted trilogy.
Well, of course.
The Uncharted trilogy has to come to the next-gen consoles. South Park needs to be ported just for the sake of selling that game. It's so good. More people need to play it. I'm with you on Red Dead. I would like to see Red Dead, but I'm more worried about just getting Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
I would rather Rockstar say, we're going to make Red Dead 2 than say, we're going to remake Red Dead 1.
I would really like a Rockstar collection. You know, have some
What games would you include in your Rockstar collection?
Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 4, which I think are their, besides Grand Theft Auto 5, their best. I think Red Dead Redemption is better than Grand Theft Auto 5, to be honest.
Okay.
L.A. Noire, I thought was a really good game.
L.A. Noire.
Max Payne 3?
Yes.
I've actually never played any of the Max Payne
I
games.
haven't either.
Max Payne 3 is a really good game. It's very different from the first two, but it's a really good game.
And the game that doesn't really get the success or the acclaim that it should, Bully. I really love the Bully.
But I mean, Bully was a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to port that to PS3?
To PlayStation 3.
Well, I played it on Xbox 360.
You can play it on PS3. You just have to play the PS2 version.
The Scholarship Edition.
Yeah. So actually, it did get ported.
Sort of.
Wait, it's the same game, but it's just re-released. I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But like I said, Uncharted, South Park. Uncharted should be an easy decision. That needs to come out before Uncharted 4.
Hopefully all 1 through 3, not just 3.
Yeah.
It needs to be all of them.
Because I know tons of people that have never played Uncharted. They were Xbox 360 through and through.
Sad people.
They have jumped to the PS4 now because it's a far superior console to the Xbox One, and so now they're really behind in this PlayStation ecosystem because they've not played Uncharted. They've not played the God of War games, or at least not 3.
Yeah.
Maybe played 1 and 2.
You can play all of them on PlayStation 3. They ported the one from PSP on it.
The God of War Saga, is that what it's called?
It's like there's God of War Collection, there's God of War Saga.
Saga has the PSP games in it as well.
Yeah.
So
and then there's God of War Ascension.
Yes. So Ascension especially should be a no-brainer to bring to the next-gen consoles.
It already almost looked like a new generation game.
Yeah, that game was. It wasn't great, but it looked amazing.
It was definitely the weakest story out of all of them.
Oh, without a doubt. What else would you guys like to see ported that it's not being talked about really, but you think it should happen?
Something I'm surprised you didn't mention. It kind of got leaked today. Mass Effect.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan.
Yes.
I love the series. I've sank more hours into my life into that series than I probably should have. But I love Mass Effect, and that series needs to be a PS4. Because, I mean, you play Mass Effect 1, the weakest game out of the series. It's got the best RPG elements. It was probably the weakest overall game. You play it on PS3, the game stutters along a lot of the time. You port that straight over to PS4, that game can finally run smoothly. That's going to be a really good experience.
Oh, yeah.
Mass Effect 2 is arguably the best video game that's ever been made. It's freaking amazing. That's a very special game. It's really good. Mass Effect 3 took the really good elements of 1 and the really good elements 2 and threw them together, and it wasn't quite what it could have been.
Mainly because of the ending.
That's what I was about to say, mainly because of that ending. But was the ending really as bad as people...
I think I picked the one where they merged together, organic and the rope machine.
The blue one.
I picked up.
You're the first person I've ever met that chose that ending.
There was the destroy all the machines.
There's the orange one over here.
Yes.
On the right, that's where you destroy the Reapers, and the organics live. There's synthesize in the middle, That's the option they lead you toward. It's the greenish one.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the left, there's destroy. That's where you destroy all the Reapers. No, you take control of the Reapers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's control. Yeah. That's where you take control of the Reapers. So are you saying you chose synthesize or control?
I chose synthesize.
Okay. I did the first time. Second time through, I didn't. Have you played Mass Effect 3?
I played about half of it. I never beat it.
Why? Why are you the way that you are?
I just one of the reasons was because I played through Mass Effect, and then immediately after I played Mass Effect 2, and I beat both of those games, the story, in like 2 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I played Mass Effect 3, right after Mass Effect 2, I eventually got burnt out on it.
Okay, so you
I put it to the side. And
you tried to sit through the entire trilogy in one setting, pretty much.
Basically, because I really wanted to play them.
I can do that. I can sit down and play all 3 Mass Effects in a week and love the heck out of them. But I can understand why some people can't. Then again, there's people that sit and play Skyrim for 500 hours, and it doesn't bother them the faintest bit.
No, it does not.
That is
nice segue into my next point. The Elder Scrolls. I like to see an Elder Scrolls collection on PS3.
So
with Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim.
Good God, you're talking like 1,500 hours of content here.
No, yeah, I was kind of worried about saying that because if that ever did happen, I would just lay down in a hole and die down there.
Isn't that essentially being done with the Elder Scrolls Online?
Elder Scrolls Online, from what I've seen of it, is not. I remember getting my Game Informer when that first came out, and when they did the cover story on it, I was like, this doesn't look like what I wanted. I wanted a Skyrim.
But
online. I want a Skyrim Online where I can roam around in my Skyrim world and then run into other players and duel them, fight dragons together. That's what I wanted. I didn't want a World of Warcraft with a Skyrim name on it. I mean, with Elder Scrolls on it.
So you're both pretty big Elder Scrolls fans. I am not. Yeah. I hate Elder Scrolls. The games are too big for me.
I just came in on Skyrim, but I loved it. I played a little bit of Oblivion, but I think
You know, I played Oblivion. I did. I played it for about 13 hours. And in 13 hours, I didn't feel like I had done absolutely anything. Similar to how I felt when I played Dragon Age. But in Dragon Age, I always had a sense of I'm accomplishing things. I just eventually hit a wall where I'm like, I'm getting stuff done, but I'm to a point where I don't care what I'm getting done anymore. There's just so much. And in the Elder Scrolls, I never felt like I was getting anything accomplished at all. How do you deal with that? Because I cannot deal with that.
I think the thing with me is I just like going into a game and becoming totally immersed in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care that I'm not doing anything in the game. I don't do anything in real life.
So you don't care that this game essentially has no ending?
No, I mean
that aggravates the living hell out of me.
It's just
it's a game. I want to win the game.
Well, technically, you can beat the main story, and you can beat the main factions. You can beat all the main side quests. But the thing is, there will always be the miscellaneous objectives. They refuel like every day. A shopkeeper wants you to go retrieve a crown from a cave or something.
But I mean, that's great for like replay value, in the sense that you have a game here that's going to always give you some kind of content.
And that's what I look for in games is replayability.
But in a game like Mass Effect, between 50, 75 hours, now that's a pretty big window of 25 hours. But somewhere in that window, you're going to 100% that game.
I think I platinum Mass Effect too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Essentially, you're going to hit a point where you're like, I'm done. I've done everything there is to do in this game. I'm done with it. But you never hit that point in Elder Scrolls, and that, for some reason, that just bugs the living hell out of me. I can't stand the fact that I cannot hit a point in that game and say, all right, I've done everything I can do in this game. Time to move on to something new.
Well, for me, Skyrim, when I played it, like, I created so many characters because I would play pretty much all the way through one, and I could never settle on one playstyle. I mean, there's people who go, oh, you gotta play an assassin style, then you gotta play a warrior style. I usually just mix and match, and I just play until I got bored, make a new character, start over.
Right.
Because I mean, you got so many combinations of how you can create your characters. You can play as a Nord, Imperial,
Orc.
Orc, Khajiit,
There's like 12, there's 12 races you can play as.
Yeah, and then in Skyrim, you have so many different branches of the story that you can take. You can join the rebels. What were they called? The
Stormcloaks.
the Stormcloaks, or you could join the Imperial Army and work your way up in those. And it just
So it's not just like Paragon and Renegade as you get in Mass Effect.
yeah. I mean, you can join these different factions and branch out from those factions. Kind of like, do you understand what I'm saying?
So if you had to pick one between your Rockstar collection or an Elder Scrolls anthology on the PlayStation 4, which one do you pick?
Elder Scrolls.
You would pick Elder Scrolls. If you, one thing, you only get one, what would you pick to send to a developer and say, we're making this next? We're porting this next.
It's definitely going to be the Elder Scrolls because, like he said, I would just be too overwhelmed with content.
You would become a hobbit.
I couldn't do it again. I don't think I could play through Skyrim.
To become a hobbit, you have to shrink a little bit and grow humongous feet.
I hate you so
I mean, like I said, I would like the Uncharted, but that is
right.
A new pick. I would really like to see the God of Wars come to PlayStation 4.
So
because there's been rumors about God of War 4.
Right.
Forever now.
But I mean,
I don't know what.
Will that be a reboot? Will that be an actual God of War 4? Or?
Actually, the ending of God of War 3, which came out in 2012.
Yeah.
I mean, they left it off to where it's the thing where you can have a sequel, but then
I don't know. I thought 3 was a pretty definitive conclusion.
I mean, he killed everyone.
Yeah.
Like, he killed all the people in the world too, because every time he killed one of the gods, when he killed Poseidon, flooded the earth.
Right.
When he killed Helios, no more sun. When he killed Hades, all the souls from the underworld came up. I mean, there's no humans left on the earth. There's maybe one or two gods.
So 3 that I felt was pretty definitive in. I feel like they have to be rebooting in some sense.
Yeah.
This series.
It ended with him being impaled, but then of course that last scene had it traveling away. But then most people just be like, well, he just crawled off the cliff and died. That's what I would like to think, because there's really, unless they go into entirely new mythology like Egyptian, Norse.
It's almost like Sony Santa Monica's turning into Hollywood, and they're just going to start rebooting their series here. But yeah, Uncharted and Mass Effect would be the two that I would want. If I had to pick one of the two, I would pick Mass Effect. I love Uncharted. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like that's inevitable anyway. I'm 98% sure that's going to happen. I feel like that's going to be revealed at E3 this year.
I think most of the ones that we've discussed are inevitable.
I don't know about your Elder Scrolls one. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know.
Skyrim?
I think Skyrim.
I could see Skyrim, but I don't think you'll see Morrowind or.
Morrowind, was that even on PlayStation?
That was on. No, that wasn't even.
That wasn't.
Well,
it was a PC game, wasn't it?
It was on
a PC game.
I played on the original Xbox.
Okay, so
that's just too old to
yeah.
And then Oblivion came out like 2000. Basically, if it wasn't made, even the God of Wars, they probably won't make those simply because 2012. I mean, anything really before that, they really don't remake.
But they just ported all the Metro games.
Metro Redux.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't the second one come out like a year ago?
That was Metro Last Night.
Last Light, yeah.
Was it Last Light or Last Night? It was Last Night.
And Metro 2033. Well, maybe if there is one, I guess what they're thinking is, if the final one came out before 2012, they won't redo it. But if the final one came out from 2012 or later, they will take the whole series. Like
we talked about earlier, is this are these ports the best way to use these studios? I mean, you look at studios like Naughty Dog. Do you want Naughty Dog to waste months porting the Uncharted trilogy, or do you just pass it off to someone and say, here's the game, you know what you got, don't make any changes to it, just give it to us on this disc. Well, just make it pretty.
Maybe they shouldn't port every game we love, like the Red Dead Redemption, the Skyrim, the Uncharted. Maybe they shouldn't do that, so that because if they do that, what's the point of even having a PlayStation 3?
Right.
Or an Xbox 360, because literally now you can play them on the new gen. I think maybe developers want to
porting exclusives makes more sense.
Yes.
You know, like Uncharted, The Last of Us, for the people that missed out on them. on the PS3 that just picked up a PS4. They get to go back and get those experiences and be caught up in the ecosystem of PlayStation. So, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for joining us for episode 3 of the Real Games Cast. Again, I'm your host, Mitch Smith. This is the most majestic name in the business, Jordan Dean. And we've been sitting here for 45 minutes, and I've still not thought of a nickname for Tristan Schuler. And I'm going to keep working on that. Eventually, I'm going to come up with something. Again, if you like what we're doing here, visit us at realgames.org. You can see it on the TV behind me. You can also tweet us at RealGamesCast. You can like us at Facebook.com/RealGames and support us at Patreon.com/RealGames. Again, thank you for joining us for episode 3. We'll be back here next week on YouTube and on our own website. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're out. Sorry that we're not entertaining enough to be short.
Quick, can you at least not blow up the face of our community here? Okay, ready to go? Drink faster.
I'm drinking.
Drink faster.
One that stops if we drink. Don't do that. Please take that.
End credits.